What's going on, Dolphins fans? Welcome back to another episode of The Extra Yard. I'm your host, Michael Christian. I'm joined by Randy Henry.
Randy the realist.
Positive Henry. I don't really think that works. And what are you doing? Are you leaning into your microphone right now? No.
Yeah, but I'm celebrating Jesse Davis.
I muted him. I'm the chewing. The chewing's too much. Okay, you can say whatever you want as long as you're not chewing, bro. Okay, so finish the chewing and I'll bring you back.
Our intro low-key is like the biggest jinx. Like I saw Shock Lawson. I saw
Shock Lawson,
Jack Lawson, whatever you want to call
him.
We're
on a different level today right now.
Yeah, he gone.
Shock Lawson.
LBJ's hurt. Tua's hurt. Like low-key.
Well, LBJ is your dude, so let's be real.
All right. Are we coming back? We're coming back. I blame.
I don't know. Are we coming back?
Enough. All right, we're brought to you by Thrive Fantasies. Guys, I'm doing the read. Can we not? Can we? Let's tighten up, okay? All right, we're brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. There's a link in the description. Make sure to go check it out. Thrive Fantasy is always a good put. Oh, bro, right when I'm like fuzzed up too, like you got to do me like that. I can't fix it because I'm full screen.
You're doing the read, Michael. You're doing the read. Let's be professional here.
Alfredo, one of these days you gotta come help us, okay? Because I can't with these guys, a bunch of ass clowns. Okay, Thrive Fantasy, make sure to go check them out. They will give you a money match guarantee up to $100 if you use the right codes, but you can just use the link in the description for that. It makes it a lot easier. There's a great place to do a lot of your parlays on football, so make sure you go check it out. We're also brought to you by 3 yards per carry. If you want genuine, real football takes from people who aren't going to get sidetracked by a bunch of goobers, you go there. You want some crazy out there takes and to laugh a heck of a lot, it also is a good place to do that. But this is going to help too. And you definitely should check out OnlyFins, where you're going to get some inside information based on the conversations that happened between Alfredo, Simon, and CK. It was my idea, and I'm so glad they executed on it because I read that basically every morning. It is freaking fantastic.
I keep telling them that they need to, once they block somebody, if they want to get unblocked, they need to pay in Bitcoin or in Ethereum. I keep telling them with a straight face, and they keep just doing these 30-day like little suspensions, tap on the wrist. Like, it's time.
We're going to send Michael through the roof this episode. He is trying to get it done. I'm sorry.
You know what? No, you know what? We'll start it out this way. Okay, the Miami Dolphins lost on Sunday, 31-28. Okay, and I'm going to be completely honest. And you can ask Alana this. It messed me up so bad, that loss and the Tua injuries and everything going on. I went all the way straight through Monday till we recorded our podcast last night, and I was in a bad mood. I wasn't having it, okay? I'm back to when I was in high school, and the Dolphins put me in a bad headspace, and it ruins my week, okay? I'm just going to be honest. They lose 31-28 in what I thought was the stupidest way to lose. I'm just not – please tell me how you guys are feeling, because I'm not there. I'm not happy.
I just want to know, is there going to be like a lot of finger wagging this episode since you're in the mood?
He probably for him, yeah. But can I do your thing real quick,
right now? Okay, everybody's like off on like somewhere else, and like
the boy feeling good, bro. The boy feeling good. Like,
who's feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling
Randy's
good?
Feeling good. Randy's feeling real good, bro. Let me tell you right now, Randy's feeling real good because I'm starting to really understand what's kind of going on here, and like, not finger pointing, but like we got some shit to talk about, bro. Because a lot of things showed up that we saw in the last Raiders game that shouldn't have, because the scapegoat. We'll keep it real. The scapegoat was Chan Gailey, but I saw Jacoby Brissett out there with 79 yards in the third quarter.
That's not what we're doing. No, that's not what we're doing. No. Was Chan Gailey a good offensive coordinator? Answer the question.
Well,
answer the question. No. Don't say well.
No, Juan.
Being a realist. Answer the question.
Juan, being a realist.
I'm being Randy the realist.
And Randy can answer the question.
It was the most points we had scored in 20 years?
Answer my question.
I don't know anymore.
Okay, so then what you're
I genuinely don't know, because the same stuff that I saw was the Raiders last year, where it was just, we don't know what we're doing, until we're down, and once we're down, it's like, all right, guys, let's Use
I
those
just, you know
guys.
what? No.
So-
Because here's what I don't want this episode and this to happen, because this has been every week for the last 2 weeks now, and I feel like we're gonna lose a lot more games than this was gonna happen. Okay, I'm done talking about everything else. Right? We lose a game, and then it's like, well, let's talk about Chan Gailey. Maybe he wasn't so bad. We lose a game. Maybe they need to talk about Deshaun Watson. Can we focus on what this team is doing and how
Yeah,
poorly
that's
they're
exactly
doing
what
it?
I'm doing. It's
Yeah, but you're taking it back to Chan.
It's Brian Flores. It's Brian Flores. That's the common denominator here.
Don't, because I got blamed for that.
That's the common denominator, because
I
Brian
got blamed for
Flores
that, so don't.
is the same person who's been leading the ship both games, and now both games we have literally the same exact result, just flipped. And tell me who's the one saying we have to play ball control, play it safe, punt at their 39-yard line on a 4th and 2. Who's the one saying that, you know, if you need 1 yard, well, go do Wildcat 2 times and still fail, and then the third time, well, Jacoby, just please run it in. So tell me who's approving this stuff right now? Because I need to know, because that's not Chris Greer, and I did my fair shitting on Chris Greer this week, but like I think it's time to be real and talk about.
Let's let Ro go.
Yeah,
because Dolphins fan.
No, don't call me that after this week. Listen,
what? It's because this is a lot
on the way. This is a
Aaron
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers played phenomenally.
Also, wait, can I?
Aaron Rodgers is a beast.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. No.
Tom Brady's still the
Michael said we are talking about the Dolphins. I am listening to Michael.
Thank you.
No problem, Michael. I got you. You seem to be in a mood right now, and I don't want you to.
It works on you people.
Spit your you people again, Michael, with your rhetoric. Okay.
Jesus.
No. But to Juan's point, look, we might not want to talk about Chan Gailey, but that offense against the Oakland Raiders did look a lot like a Dolphins team that did not know their identity. Last year, we talked about how Chan Gailey would run the ball all the time to set up the pass. And I think CK said it on 3 yards per carry. This team is trying to use the run to set up the pass when they have the personnel to use the pass to set up the run. And that's what you saw against the Oakland Raiders. Like, you saw a team without a clear offensive identity, and it's just kind of like you have no idea. Like, they put 2 people in there, and they don't know how to drive it. Like, and that is a problem. Like, and I don't think it's limited to Chan Gailey. I don't think it's limited to these new offensive coordinators. I think maybe you guys are onto something when it says that Brian Flores has a blind spot. Michael, you got killed for your take, so you don't have to say that ever again. But I mean, it's valid, bro. It's valid, bro. It's valid. But we still
questions need to be asked.
But we still have to say, like, the Dolphins did show signs of this team being able to achieve the level that we thought that they were capable of in the preseason. That drive at the end of the game, like that little push that they made against the title.
And this is where, because I'm in the mood, I'm gonna be damn real about that drive.
Sure, by all means.
That drive was handed to us on a platter. The Raiders literally said, "Oh, you keep screwing up. Here's chance after chance after chance." What? How many 4th downs did we have on that drive? 2. The touchdown, and we had a 4th and 20 at one point, didn't we? Where he threw it to Gesicki out on like the left sideline.
I mean, I think we have the final.
Well, no, but we don't have the whole. We have like the last few plays. But I think earlier than that, we had like a 4th and 20. Like, the Raiders, the entire game were.
No, I would argue that 4th and 20 was on Gesicki, which I also need to talk about. So whenever you want to hear me rant about Gesicki, let me know.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Randy. I don't think anybody is.
Because I like Randy just fine. I like that he has on a Heat hat, and I like the glasses. I think we should let Kai Chan Chisholm talk, because he's the one who's going to give for us a different perspective.
Okay, 4th and 20 was. Okay.
That's only if it's okay with you, Michael. I don't want to get yelled at, bro.
No. I wanted to know his.
Okay.
I want to know his thing.
I'm just making sure.
You guys are like it. It's just hilarious, bro. You like it's so freaking funny. Like, we're out here talking about Brian Flores potentially losing his job. Like, we're out like, dude, like,
did you say?
I don't know. This is just hilarious.
Did you say about losing his job? No,
Mike. I mean, you guys look. You guys.
What I said is that there needs to be blame and there needs to be conversations that there needs to be had, bro. Like, at this point, it's like there's literally no common denominator before the same game. Literally, 2020, 2021 versus the Raiders was the same exact outcome. It just flipped. Because why? Well, Carlson missed an extra point. our kicker, Kai, that's your guy, but he missed the kick.
Sanders pulled an opposite.
I like how now it's like, oh well, Kai. By the way, just remember that's your dude, Kai. Just
you're the brand. You're the brand.
Justin Tucker hit that 66-yard field goal. I messaged you right away. You know that.
Listen, first of all, it was insane that Justin Tucker hit that 54-yard field goal, but Justin Tucker or a 66-yard field goal. But Justin Tucker did not hit that 66-yard field goal. Let's be real. Man's hit the. I'm just being real here. As a brand member, he hit the crossbar and it went over. It was a 66-yarder. Man's got leg for days, but he did not coast that.
He drilled a 64-yarder and squeaked in a 66-yarder. I'm still
and that's a lot of credit. Listen, I love the brand. I love the brand. I love the brand. Okay,
and you put an asterisk on the brand.
I don't put an asterisk on the brand. I'm just saying, if we're gonna go at the brand right now, don't be going at the brand when you have a kicker that does win you games and won you multiple games last year. I'm not trying to talk about this, because Jason Sanders missed one kick type of bullshit that we're going to be going on.
Okay, right? Well, then I don't want to hear about, the refs missed the flag, because I don't live off refs either. So
listen, I'm not sitting here.
First of all, you're not, Kai. You're not, Kai. You're not at all. You didn't say that at all. I'm just laying the ground.
Listen, bro.
Letting y'all know what type of
vibe
I'm on.
I'm gonna take credit for this episode being spicy, and I'm loving it.
Yeah,
but bro. It's just I don't know. Like, I find it so ridiculous. Like, how are we really sitting here gonna be like, completely fine as if this is something? Dude, we're 1-2. Like, it's just I find this so ridiculous that everyone's ready to throw. Royals team. No offense to you, Royal. Royals team got their doors blown off with the reigning MVP of our league against a team that is now 1-2. I believe the Saints are 2-1. Sorry, they beat the Patriots. And Mac Jones, who all of a sudden looks mortal now and not immortal like everyone tried to make him seem like he was. And where the Packers panicking, I know it's a different team, but they got their doors blown off.
Only
right. One time though. Okay.
Washington, Washington you could say, because Washington's defense looked bad.
I'm gonna ask you directly. Nothing in 3 games has given you any reason.
Of course, but not this horse shit that you guys have been going about for like a week and a half now. Fire the coaches and the GMs and the sky is falling and all this fucking crap.
I've been 1-4 and 9-8 since this schedule came out.
Okay, but this horse shit that's been happening with this, and it is horse shit that we're sitting here going now the sky is falling because we're 1-2. Come on the fuck on, bro.
I would argue it's not the record. For me, it's not the record. One, it's a 35-0 division rival loss at home to start the season
to the same team that just went out and blew out a team that had a great defense last year.
I don't want,
and an offense at least that was supposed to do something.
I don't know anything about that directly. All I know is 1:00. Dolphins didn't come to play.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you.
In every facet of the game. You go to the Raiders game, they made stupid penalties. They had literally an anemic offense all the way up to the fourth quarter. So what are you telling me?
Hold on. And this has to be discussed. The Raiders, like I said, kept trying to hand us the game, and we literally 100%. Sat there. And the quarterback decided, and I'm going to quote Alfredo on this. The quarterback decided, let me throw the dummy route 3 feet above the receiver into the end zone on a screen. If that wasn't the most Dolphins play,
I'm not ready to start.
But look, you start talking about that, then you go into the I can acknowledge that there are issues that need to be taken care of, just like every other team right now that's 1-2 can acknowledge that there are things that need to be taken care of. But the fact that we're going so DEFCON 5-1, whatever the highest number is that makes it horrible, is getting ridiculous.
The same issue since
because in 3 weeks,
you sat there with me.
No, I know, but this is getting to the point where no bullshit, Mike. If they win 2 straight games, you're going to be sitting here we beat the Indianapolis Colts with a dude who has 2 sprained ankles and a shit team behind him, and then we beat the Tampa Buccaneers. We're going back to the playoffs.
Hold on. I think the problem everybody's having is that if they win 2 straight games, that'll be fine. But from what we've seen so far this season, can they win 2 games is the question that we have, because they can't.
and maybe they can't. But like,
and so
this is
but it's like
I think it's
when we start to see signs of a team that can't put those games together, we're looking at 3 games in now. That's a big enough sample size for us to say what this team has been strong at to start the season off, and what they haven't been. There are areas that they can grow, and they're shit that they just gonna deal with.
I can tell you in 3 games they have been, and I know people like to say, oh, it's one run here and another one here, but no, the run defense has been getting gashed. Raiders game, I don't want to hear that. 40 in the first half.
You literally said I don't want to see
quarter.
Peyton Barber looking great. Peyton Barber had 111 yards.
Bro, Michael, that was his career high. We gave up a career high 111 rushing yards and a touchdown to.
He's
Peyton
not even
Barber.
their actual second back. Like he wasn't.
They skipped. He skipped over Kenyon Drake, right? So
Dude,
let me tell you. Next week, when Jonathan Taylor comes knocking on the door,
bro, your bestie's back. Look, here's
Eli Manning on this.
No, it's just like I get it. But it's just the fact that I'm dead ass serious with this. The fact that we're all going and acting as if the sky is falling. If they go out there and they lose to a Colts team that, for all intents and purposes, they should not lose to. They're missing their best offensive lineman. Their top running back had a shit game last week, and their quarterback is on 2 sprained ankles.
The Dolphins.
But who's to say that the Dolphins should not lose this game?
Yeah,
I have.
But I'm saying, like, look, if you look at it to a team that they're like,
if you look at
it, you trust Carson Wentz to come out there and win a game for you?
Not a chance. I agree with you that they should.
But I don't trust Jacoby Brissett to go in and win a game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got this off. He's still playing behind the worst offensive line in the league. Like, even though they look better against Oklahoma,
I think some teams would ask that they would say that they're not.
We got other things we need to talk about. I want to get to those things, but this is where I'm going to agree with you, Kai. I agree with you that it's too early to be calling for Greer and Flores' heads. This is too early to say. Yeah, sure. Hold on. This is too early to say they should be fired. I agree with that completely. This is too early to say that the season is over. The sky is not falling, but
seats are warm.
There are cracks in the sky. And after 3 weeks, this team has done very little to make me feel confident in the rest of the season. That is where Juan and I are at. And Juan and I came into the season differently. I was with you, Kai. I was right there. I was on this team is going to be better. We should have beaten the Patriots by more. I will die on that hill. We should have beaten the Patriots by more. Okay. We should have done something against the Bills. Okay. Anything. And against the Raiders, who, again, literally tried handing us the game moment after moment. They never took control, seized the game, and took it home. Not once. Okay? They played scared. They played timid. They punted the ball from the 39. They didn't go for it on fourth down.
This what I'm trying to say specifically.
14 and 12.
What I'm saying specifically is going out there and legitimately say, like, being as if everything in the world is bad right now is crazy to do.
Acting like they need
there
to
are
be
definitely
fired. It is not time, but it is time to look at them and hold them all accountable because none of the decisions have worked. None of them.
I agree completely. I agree completely that there are things that need to be fixed. 100%. 100% there are things that need to be fixed. But like sitting here and literally acting as if like everything in the world is gone and like that's the way that, to be fair, 2 of us on this show have been acting recently, and to be fair, is how everyone else is acting. Like that's ridiculous.
I have a question for Kai.
Yes, Randy.
Kai, I just want you to know I appreciate you. I love you. I care for you. I need to understand your logic, right? I need to understand your thinking, right? Because for me, it's not so the sky is falling, right? It's more so I understand what the weaknesses and deficiencies of this team is and are, and I see them matched
we got
up.
A Bills fan in here.
I saw that too. I was looking at it crazy.
What are you doing with your Tuesday night, bro? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Your team is 2-1. You're chilling, and you're like, let me jump into a Dolphin stream, bro. Get the fuck out of here, Antonio.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Facts. I like, don't leave, but like, if you're gonna leave a like first. But exactly. So like, it's not that it's the end of the world, Kai. It's really not. But I see what they're weak at. I see what they're struggling with. I see what's going on.
And there's a lot of things for sure. I completely agree.
As 2020. And am I going to stay here and say that?
But so we want to compare this to 2020. 2020,
no,
they had two bad losses back to back, and then I think the point is beat the Jacksonville Jaguars on Thursday.
Oh, okay. I was just checking, bro. I think the point is like the things that we see that's wrong with this team, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I was like, bro, I know I'm loud, but
appreciate
the things that we see that are wrong with this team.
Drop a like.
It does not look like some of these issues have fixes that the Dolphins can get to.
Not this year.
I agree.
Like not this year. And for the Dolphins to reach the expectations, like it's looking less and less possible for some of the things that we were talking about earlier. I think part of that French fry just flew out of my mouth.
Well, like the offensive line. Look, the offensive line, that is one where I will say I'm going to cut them a slight bit of slack for one thing, okay?
They were better than they were last week.
Well, no, they were better than they were, but also this.
Didn't get any worse.
Nobody expected, and I'm gonna quote him on this. This is Jakari that has mentioned it, and he's right. Nobody expected the offensive line to regress the way that they did. Because none of the Austin Jackson not once looked this bad last year. And if he did, it was one or two plays here or there. It wasn't.
They were regressing last year. That's the thing, though.
And more so than that,
like they were regressing towards the end of last season.
If you don't have a plan for it, though, I think it's dumb on your part. If I'm being
right, my issue is more you watched them during training camp and you thought this is the best we've got.
No, because
our defensive line
they went out. Look, I'll give her some credit. He went out and saw a problem and he said, "All right, let's go try to get Isaiah Wilson." Didn't work out.
Okay,
he tried to go get DJ Fluker. Didn't work out. My thing is, it's like if you knew it was that issue that it was, we all saw that it was the issue that it is, and now it's full blast everywhere. The issue that it is. You got to try a little harder, dog. Like I'm sorry, like those little flyer shits, like.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Because it brings you back to the cheesecake argument, right? Like you're trying a lot of different things, but you're not focusing on any one thing. You're not investing a lot into one thing, right? They've invested into offensive linemen in the first round, Austin Jackson, that didn't work out, but they haven't put money into that. They haven't invested in, and again, from a running standpoint, I know your guys have been doing fine and Gaskin and
Najee Harris. That's what he's gonna say. Najee Harris. That's what he wants.
I'm not going to talk about Najee's stats because they're not very good right now. I'm going to give you that.
He's just talking about a running back, though.
But can Najee Harris pass block? Because none of our guys can. And the one thing is, what good is a pass blocking that Malcolm Brown got out there and what?
What good is a pass blocking running back if your right tackle gets blown up?
Thank you.
He can do a little bit something more when the
we're in such a crazy world. This is what we're arguing. Like, do you guys not see this?
Okay. You got it's fine. We don't need them to pass block, right? Because the offensive line is bad. So what good does it do?
No, but what I'm saying is
it's like there's bigger issues at hand than a
right. That's like a finger cut size Band-Aid.
Like if you're telling me we should have got Najee, I would look you in the eye and tell you we should have got Slater.
That's fine.
And it's like that solves the issue more than Najee. So it's like
Slater.
It's like it's past the point, right? Right now, it's just why I'm so pessimistic, Kai, is I don't trust the O-line. I don't trust Flores to even let the OCs have a personality because this is literally the same shit as last year. I'm sorry. It's hold it back and make sure you don't lose the game, and as soon as you're too far down, all right, well bench Tua, put Fitz in. That's literally what it was to me. Past the last drive in the third quarter, that might as well have been Fitz that was out there. Because it's like, all right, well, shit, now we have to go use our weapons. Go ahead and try, I guess. And look what happened. You started getting comfortable. Gesicki started to eat, which now I want to bring up Gesicki.
Wait, time out. Wait, can I ask you something? Can I ask you something real quick, Juan? Who's Peter Venkman? I'm asking Juan. If you know, don't answer. Juan, who's Peter Venkman?
I know who that is. The fuck?
Does anybody else on the show know who that is?
Is that one of the Ghostbusters?
Yeah, it's the Ghostbusters, bro. Juan's never seen that.
Let me.
Yeah,
so
bro, I should have Googled it, but the boy brain worked like you know how it works. I heard.
Alfredo, I'm convinced taking Slater, we would have put him in like center.
A realistic question for everyone.
Put Sewell at fullback. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Real question, right? If Will Fuller catches that touchdown, or if they call a pass interference and they run the ball in for a touchdown, Dolphins end up winning the game in overtime. What are your thoughts right now? Don't give me what you know now. Give me realistically what your thoughts are.
I won't answer that question because earlier I told you no. I wasn't going. I'm not going to live off of penalties. So
I'm not. So I'm saying if he catches, if he catches a touchdown, if he catches the touchdown, he doesn't drop a ball that he should catch. What are your reactions? They win that game in overtime. He catches that ball.
I am shocked.
I can't. I'm not.
I think they squeaked away with a win that they should have had much more comfortably. And I think, why weren't you doing that sooner?
So then I have a follow-up question.
I think that's the same narrative after the Patriots game. Just go ahead. Like, it's 2 wins.
So I have a follow-up question that I want to ask everyone else as well. How do you currently feel about the Baltimore Ravens? Realistically, how do you feel about the Baltimore Ravens?
I think they might miss the playoffs.
Mike?
I don't think
Royal?
I mean, I think they'll find a way to get it together.
But so the Baltimore Ravens right now should be 0-3. No, that's what their record should be right now.
I'm closer to 1 than I am to Mike on the Baltimore Ravens. Like, I'm struggling. I don't see them missing the playoffs, but I have a hard time figuring out how they're going to get there, except for the other the rest of the teams in their conference tanking. Like,
but we're comparing ourselves to the Ravens right now.
I'm just saying in general, like asking, because I want to ask, because then if someone else gave me a thing of like, oh, well, the Ravens are going to put it together. Like, really? The Ravens are going to put it together? They should be 0-3.
Okay, time out. Of the two teams, between the Ravens,
I'm not asking. I'm talking about what we've seen in 3 weeks. I'm talking about what we've seen in 3 weeks.
Right. After what
the Ravens should be 0-3.
What we've seen in 3 weeks,
the Baltimore Ravens should be 0-3. They should not have.
Who do you think has a better
chance? Kai, what we've also seen
too, though.
Hold on, but what we've seen from the Baltimore Ravens,
fumbles versus the Pats. Sorry, Ro.
No, it's okay. But what we've also, y'all guys know more about football than I do. I'm going last. I'm last on the depth chart here.
Just go,
but
bro.
In terms, you know I am. But in terms of the Baltimore Ravens, what we've also seen is that the Baltimore Ravens have an identity on offense, even if it's a shit.
Damn, bro. Did Kendall just DM you, bro, or what?
No,
y'all boys just said the same thing at the same time.
That's that Kang thing. See, y'all wouldn't know nothing about that, man. Them boys be aligned with the thinking, bro. The Council of Kangs know what's up. The Ravens have an identity. The Dolphins offense does not.
Right. After 3 weeks, just taking in those 3 weeks, who do you think has a better chance of turning it around?
Ravens.
The Ravens, because they know what they are.
I still don't think the Ravens are going to turn around. I don't care about which one.
But I'm not talking about whether or not they will. But here's the thing, right? And I saw somebody.
There's so many.
The Dolphins have, I think it's the second or third easiest schedule, according to records. Hold on, according to team records in the NFL. I understand that means nothing, right? Because this is a statistic. Games can go either way. But we said that this team does have a soft spot in this schedule, right? We are putting ourselves in a position where in that soft spot, if we don't capitalize and take all of those games, that's it. That's it. The playoffs are done. And that was the expectations for this team coming into it.
So you guys can, and legitimately, I guess let's say we have 3 weeks. I know Randy thinks that we're going to lose every single game and he wants the entire roster and everyone.
Oh, listen, he thinks Sam Darnold's going to throw 4 touchdowns against us.
He thinks that Sam Darnold and the fraud Carolina Panthers are going to be great on offense all year.
3-0 and you're frauds. Whoa.
And the Ravens should be 0-3 and they're a team.
They're definitely frauds.
There is no whoa, they're frauds.
They're 100% fraud.
The Panthers are not making any noise.
In total, then, right? We're saying that they lose Sunday? Is that what we're saying? Like, just to ask a question.
Against the Colts?
I don't trust it. I don't know. I have to see what the
against the Colts. Know what the crazy thing is? I'm asking legitimately. I know, with everything the Colts have, the Dolphins have.
You want to know what I think right now? I think the Dolphins should win. I think the Dolphins should win.
So then yesterday or earlier when I say that they should have won or should win, you question me, but now you say that they should win.
No. I'm saying that handing it to the Dolphins, right? Like handing it to the Dolphins, like saying you're the better team.
I said they should. I said they should. That's exactly what I said.
I think they need to. Sure. I think they need to salvage this season. I don't agree with
fair question.
And 1
and 4.
Do you think that they're going to win? From it.
Do you think that they should win, or that they're going to win?
They won't.
You're asking 2 different questions.
Yeah, so
then go. Should they? Are they going to win? Are they going to win? Just go based off of that. Are they going to beat the Colts?
That's a Thursday question, though.
It's a question, really.
Like
no, it's okay. I'll answer it. But yes, I think they're going to beat the Colts. I think they're going to beat
Randy.
The Colts.
You think 1-4, so you don't think they're going to win, right?
I don't think they should. I don't think it should be a given that they're going to.
I want to see what's going on with the QB situation first, but the recipe is on the losing side for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean they're starting quarterbacks on peg legs.
They have a good defense. They run the ball really, really well. They have couple running backs. So I would say they probably will lose.
Playing against a team that's 0-3 with a quarterback who has 2 sprained ankles, backup quarterback that has notoriously not been good in the NFL, and
You were spotted 14 points by the Raiders immediately, and all you had to do was not.
This is my
you know what?
But this is what we're afraid of.
No.
Someone who's afraid to throw the football.
Fuck it up.
All you have to do is not fuck it up, and you do a safety.
You're pointing it as what we're afraid of with them. I'm afraid of what we have and what we do. And what we don't do.
Yeah,
that's what I'm afraid of.
Our
and that's what I'm doubting.
Has a couple quick 3 and outs. The defense is going to be out there all day. And you want to know something? The defense did not play an amazing game against the Raiders. But so far this season, I do not want to blame the defense one bit because they have had to do everything. Literally everything.
Let them have a day off.
You can't hold the entire time.
X is struggling.
I completely agree. I think, again, this sky is falling attitude is
again, but that's
ridiculous.
The thing. You're taking what we're saying as the season is over. Fire them now, and that's not what any of us are saying.
You said,
and I will say it again because it seems to be a touchy subject, and I have no problem saying it. If we get to the end of the season, this team does not make the playoffs, and everybody wants to get rid of Chris Greer. For me, you have 2 choices. You either elevate Brian Flores to the point where he's making every single football decition. He picks his GM, but he's the guy in charge, or you get rid of both of them. That is the options I'm going
all
with.
over again.
So I kind of want to piggyback off of something Juan was saying about X getting cooked in this past game. I think that the reason that everybody's so worried, Kai, is because this game seemed like it had the recipe for a Dolphins win without Tua. Mm-hmm. You got a defensive touchdown off the bat. You got
Malcolm Brown scoring a 20-something yard touchdown immediately.
And they'll probably get a defensive touchdown against the Colts too, by the way.
Right. And then on top of that, you also had Byron Jones on Darren Waller, which effectively limited his effectiveness during this game. But you had X getting chewed up by Renfro and Ruggs. And it's just Renfro. Like they gave them they spotted this team a 14-point lead. And it's very difficult to lose a game like that unless you go completely inept on offense, which is what the Dolphins did. And we've seen them do multiple times this year. And that's what they're
completely agree with that. No, for sure. There are things on the offense that needs to change. I just think the fact that like we're sitting here really like realistically like, and maybe Michael, you don't feel this. I feel like Randy definitely feels this because he's shown it on Twitter. But like this type of like attitude that we're literally in doomsday because that's what's surrounding our team right now. Like everyone is sitting here realistically thinking that the Dolphins aren't going to beat anyone ever again. Like we can address and talk about the issues that are happening without having to sit there and like continuously act as if everything is horrible. Like I feel like it's ridiculous to sit here and be like everything is horrible.
This is 3 weeks in a row. This is 3 weeks in a row of the Dolphins not meeting the expectations that we
just
think
cut off Juan's promo, but
yeah, I had a bullish and bearish report, so I did talk.
Yeah, and I'll let you go over all the names and we'll go through them, right?
Yeah,
but like week 1. We expect it to look better against a rookie quarterback who has looked not good ever since, and the Dolphins didn't do that. Week 2, the Dolphins defense found a way to limit Josh Allen.
We were literally talking about.
Hold on. Week 2, we limit Josh Allen for the first time in Brian Flores' tenure as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. We still found a way to lose that game 35-0. And week 3, the defense did exactly what they needed to do. Start off strong. They got a pick 6 that was really just thrown right at Roberts. The defense got it again, which led to a touchdown. We did the things that we want to do, like limiting Waller. And again, it's not a win.
Isn't QB1 being on IR before week 4?
Bye, Antonio. Bye. I'm done. I'm done, Antonio.
But yeah, the boy Junior actually made a good
though.
point too. But to the offensive struggles, like I was talking about Jalen Waddle with all those receptions and 58 yards. That's a problem with the offense. Like that's a big problem. 13
wait, hold on. To a certain extent, too, he's not breaking the tackles like he used to in college.
Oh,
yeah, but okay. So
I'm not. Hold on.
But here's the thing.
There's a difference, right? Because you took that as, we made a mistake.
Yeah, he's not fast. That's what Juan's trying to say. But listen, that's
I'm saying he might have a flat.
Well, the problem is that defenses can now get closer to the line of scrimmage. They talked about this on 3 yards per carry. The defense can now get closer to the line of scrimmage where he's catching that ball. He doesn't have space to make anybody miss because they're not worried about anything going over the top because the quarterbacks are not going to have any time to do that. What's going on here?
No, he was just saying that the Bills fan, like, again, well, this is like I don't know if you were there when the Heat lost Game 6 to the Lakers. There was a few Lakers fans coming in.
Oh,
I'm like, let me get this straight. Your team just won, and you've probably got a ton of channels celebrating your win, and you're like, let me go watch a Heat stream and go talk shit to them. Bro, you gotta be such an unhappy person. Antonio, you suck, bro.
I'll take it.
All right. No, but you know what? Here, we'll let's reel it in a little bit. Let's talk specifically about the game. The Dolphins lost 31-28 in a game that was a lot closer than many.
Are we starting the fuck over?
Yeah.
No,
facts,
no.
bro.
I want to
talk about Mike Gesicki.
Wait, I feel like we've been attacking.
I have a whole thing.
It's like the beginning of the show, though, Michael.
Yeah, but I had a whole thing I was going to say. Let's talk about some of the positives from the game now. Can you let me?
Oh, go ahead.
Well,
that's what I was about to do. I want to uplift because we've been attacking him the whole show.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to say let's talk about positives, but
okay,
go ahead, Randy. Talk about Gesicki.
Well, you said positive, so.
Oh, you can't talk positively about Gesicki?
I can't. About him, yeah, but like I'm fucking. You know what? I went into the season thinking, damn, fucking Godsey spent a year with freaking Gesicki as his tight ends coach. Maybe he's gonna have a clue and go into be his OC and say, let me feature this guy. And it's like the same stuff all over again, where it's like you wait until like you absolutely need him, and then you're like, oh wow, he caught that 20-yarder on 4th down. It's like he could do that.
Well, it's like you paid $10 million for Will Fuller, who's the best 9-route runner in the NFL, and you're like, bro, can you run a couple slants and screens real quick though? Because I think that's the best.
I'll argue against that though. Will does everything. He is a complete receiver.
No,
want him to do
but is he not one of the best 9-route runners in the NFL?
No, I'm not agreeing with you. So I know I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move back there.
Randy's a bitch. Go ahead.
No, I know he is a good 9-route, but I want him to do everything. Like he's literally somebody you run an offense through. But so is Gesicki, and at this point, it's gotten to it's made me feel like it's like criminal at this point, where like they're like saying, you know what, don't feed Gesicki, bro. Like don't plan it. Don't try to go into a game thinking you're gonna feature him 10 times. Like.
Marcus, enough, bro. Like enough.
He has a point. He has a fair point.
He has a fair point.
That's gonna have to be a conversation at the end of the year, bro.
Time out. Shut the fuck up.
That's gonna have to be a serious conversation at the end of the year.
I'm sorry. Stop the cap.
Well, shit, we can have it now.
To me, straight up, he's on this team. The way it's built right now, he's not doing shit.
Yeah,
if he's on this team, he's hurt. He's on the IR too.
He had the 32nd ranked O line last year. Y'all gonna tell me he ain't do shit?
He's right, but he also has Keenan
what weapons
Allen
did he have last
Mike
year?
Williams.
Mike Williams was hurt. Eckler was hurt. He had Keenan.
Oh yeah, Keenan. God, yeah. What is Keenan Allen if not just Jakeem Grant, right?
Poverty franchise.
Or you really want to like compare, like because do you want to go this route for Herbert tonight? Because
no,
yeah,
let's talk about positive.
I was trying to tell him to not do it, but you brought it up.
I got a positive, Michael.
Go ahead.
The offensive line. I
put the fry in your mouth. I love it.
Yeah, bro. I fucking hate Jesse Davis, but at guard, he was tolerable. Like, look, he wasn't great. He was tolerable. The line gave Jacoby Brissett more time than I've seen him get all season long. One time Wentz was the top 3 quarterback in the NFL. For sure,
all of a sudden we're scared of like this dude that can't even throw the ball downfield and has 2 sprained ankles.
To the Herbert stuff.
I know, but I just had to, whatever.
Yeah, but
we'll talk about it Thursday. We'll get mad again on Thursday.
The offensive line it was better than trash this week, and so that to me. Bro, like I said in that thing, like if you go from 0 to 1, it's still progression, bro. Like that's what they
went from 32nd worst offensive line to maybe the 28th. That's an improvement.
That's a step in the right direction, and you like to see it. Your quarterback had at least 2 seconds to throw the ball, and he was able to get 200 yards out of it. He had to throw that bitch 50 times to get it done, but he got it.
And
bro.
everyone thinks he's the answer all of a sudden, by the way, because he threw the ball 50 times for 200 yards.
When we get to negatives, when we get to negatives, we will bring up the quarterback situation because holy crap.
Yeah, bro. I saw that shit immediately, and I was like, "Oh, this is the dumbest
Let's
shit I've
keep
ever
going
heard."
because that's
that was my main takeaway. Liam Eichenberg looked like a rookie. I get it, but he was going with Max Triple X Crosby, and that shit was like, that boy was a monster that game, bro. I'm just going.
He murdered Liam.
I ain't gonna
murdered him.
Liam got away with more holding than I have ever seen a Dolphins offensive lineman get away with.
You do that. You do that when you don't have natural strength and just
like he looked like a Patriots offensive lineman getting away with that much holding. It was disgusting.
Listen, but I'm just saying, like, he looked like a rookie, but overall the line held up. And if I'm gonna stay consistent on one line, let's flip to the other side. The boy Jalen Phillips looked pretty good this game too. He didn't quite get home, but you could tell he blew up him a couple motherfuckers in the game, and he was getting some quarterback pressures back there. So I like what I saw from both of the lines in terms of them improving, even if it was just a small step forward.
No, and Ogba was killing it too. Ogba, I think, had 6 pressures that game. I think it came out as 6 pressures.
I think he had 3 hurries.
Yeah.
What was that DB name who was getting fucking flamed?
Oh, well, listen, save it for the negatives.
Okay.
Coleman needs to be roasted. Holy
that ain't
shit.
who I'm talking about. It was another one.
No, it was Coleman.
I know who it was. No, it was Jones.
Oh, Brandon? Brandon
that
Jones?
One. What he played?
Yeah, he had a few moments. He's a safety.
He also had 2 key sacks in the game that kind of gave the Dolphins life, but I'm
not gonna crap on him. Fuck up. He was fucking terrible.
Listen, he had 2 key sacks that kept the Dolphins in the game on a defensive.
I don't give a fuck.
How many yards
did he give up?
No. We gotta let the Cielo give his positives. Cielo is guy in Spanish.
Dude, listen, bro. I'm not like
Michael.
What did I say?
This rhetoric.
I said the Cielo.
This man name is Kai Chen Chisholm, and you just called him this yellow.
No, bro.
Bro, I said the Cielo because his name is The Sky Is Okay, and Cielo in Spanish is sky.
I heard I heard the same racism that was being thrown my way that you did, okay?
The hatred.
Okay. The fact that you guys are making me want to do a show with just me and Randy really shows how far I've come. Like, that's how bad this is right now.
Dude, that's pretty fucking bad. I wouldn't want to do a show with Randy.
Look, honestly, I think when you look at it from like a positive point of view, the only positive I can really take out of the game, like in honesty, is that for some reason they woke up and were like, oh wow, that's right, we have like other plays in our playbook besides this bullshit that hasn't worked for the past 3 weeks. Let's actually use that and hope that maybe somehow you have someone that isn't 68 years old and getting ready to retire and pissed off that his favorite quarterback got benched, and will actually use that in the future games. Who knows? Probably not going to happen, but at least they actually did something to kind of open it up and get something going. Took a couple deep shots. They actually tried to like kind of make something happen. Again, should have won the game. Will Fuller got a touchdown. We're not going to talk about it, whatever. But like, there is positives to it. And again, I do not think that like, I just don't think that this is going to be like the end of everything. But I do think there are some things that you should be questioning. Not going forward on 4th down and instead kicking a field goal with Jason Sanders in overtime. At that point, I think all of us knew, and we're watching the game. We're not coaches, but I'm pretty sure all of us knew, that you're gonna end up, no matter what, even if you make the field goal, which Jason Sanders missed one earlier. But let's be real, he's usually automatic. Like the Raiders were going to go down and score again. Now they did get helped by a bullshit penalty, but look, penalties are part of the game. It's what happens. I do think that there were positives. I think I'm trying not to be too negative, but like there is with this specific game way more negatives in certain situations than there are positives. I think like Royal mentioned the offensive line getting a little bit better. Obviously that matters a lot because it wasn't horrible. Like it wasn't horrendous. And you could see that finally Jesse Davis was not at tackle and playing guard and was at least like serviceable a little bit. It's just, I think there were some positives and hopefully those continue, but I think we also, Zach Sealer was really great. Christian Wilkins was pretty good. Again, Brandon Jones, like, yes, for whatever was happening, Brandon Jones had 2 extremely key plays.
He was up and down.
I don't care. It's the same thing. Like I know X was not having the greatest game, but if X got an interception that won the Dolphins the game, nothing else matters. If the Dolphins win that game, you look back at it and you say those 2 sacks that Brandon Jones did get were keys to them winning those games, like winning that game because they were key stops. So I do think that like there are some positives, but there are just so many negatives that are clouding everything that it just makes it hard for us to actually look at.
Right, and this is where I'll kind of put us in the transition point of.
Really quick. Just to I do agree with this. Like I do think, look, there and it happened the Sunday night football game between the Packers and the 49ers, horrible calls on both sides by officiating. The officiating has been bad all season.
This is just sports.
Extremely bad.
This is just sports.
Yeah, but it happens. It happens.
It's like putting VAR in, and then you're like, "Fuck that shit, bro." VAR is terrible.
We can sit here and complain as much as we want, but I think the 4 of us will agree. Was it pass interference on Will Fuller? 100% it was pass interference. Should Will Fuller also have probably caught that ball? I think we all agree.
We probably should have been in a situation where we were down after being 14-0. That's
where I'm more
talking about that specific play. Like I think the 4 of us would think that he should have caught that ball.
No, you get Drake like that.
I would argue,
that,
or at least make more of an effort than was made.
No.
Again, you get draped like that with a guy over your shoulders in your first game back in a while.
Yeah, I would just argue that if you leave yourself up to the judgment of the referees whether to win or lose, then you got to.
You're not a sound football team. Yeah, and there are things that, and I know that this takes away from the transition a little bit, Mike, but there are things that we've seen from this team, and I think that we can all agree on that as well. In terms of penalties and being undisciplined, that we did not see the past 2 seasons, even with a way less talented roster and Brian Flores' first year. And this past season, there were not as many, I guess like it just wasn't
It's
uncharacteristic. And it was not the same team that you thought that we should have had.
But here's
look, I don't want to live or die by penalties, but it happens.
But
like in sports,
like
dude,
for
it
me,
happens.
this is where it is, right? It's like, and again, it's just because I do coverage on both, right? Like last season, for example, and the Heat did not go well at all. And a lot of people, it was shortened off season. There's a lot of things. The team did not play well. I don't care about anything else. The team did not play well. So for me, I see the penalty. I agree with you. The penalties are there. The Dolphins lost that game.
100%.
They were given
100%.
every opportunity, and they
100%.
were like, maybe if we get that call, we can win it. We should not have been at that point at all. So this is where my transition point is because I do want to talk about specific negatives where it's not just yelling I think we're a lot better at that, right? Offensively, my positive is you saw a drive that looked like the only 2 other drives the Dolphins have had this season that were successful. They have the one to start off the game against the Patriots. They have that one at the start of the second half against the Patriots. They had the one at the end of the game to try to find a way to score a touchdown, although some of those play calls were not very good at the very end. They found a way to make it work. And my confidence there is, you got pieces to have a shooting offense, throw the ball downfield. It works. And this is where I'm going to transition it to a negative, but you don't do it. You've only had 3 really good drives this year. And every other drive you said, let's not do that because I just think it's not a good idea. Or they tried to do it and there was just an untimely mistake, like a holding penalty, a wide receiver dropped a pass.
An eligible man downfield.
Right. There was always something that came up.
You guys could have just said Austin Jackson for all those 3 things.
Not the
was
drop,
it the ineligible was Austin Jackson, yeah?
It was. The holding was Austin Jackson as well.
Right, but I'm talking about in the course of the entire season.
Blocking nobody and letting a couple man loose has been in a couple games by Austin Jackson.
Marcus.
Just ignore it because it's been all
No,
show.
I know, but I would, bro. Cállate. Yeah,
we know. We're choosing not to talk about it, bro.
Jesus, dude. But that's my negative, right? It's like you've seen what this offense can do, and they're just like,
choose not to.
Let's give it to Malcolm Brown. That works. Like
he had a long run. He had the
one. Yeah, he had the one.
I think the problem is, and I swear I feel like it's like literally a broken record. I said the same thing last year. There's no rhythm. There's no anticipation. There's no setting up plays to go into other plays later on. There's no doing 3 counters to then potentially hit a play action with a counter later on in the game.
In a row.
There's
run a fake screen and send a guy downfield. And
there's no identity. You almost feel like you go into the game thinking we're gonna run to set up the pass. But bro, Greer built this team to pass to set up the run. And it's like this conflicting battle between.
And the thing is, the defense
me,
is built on the same
Flores,
thing.
For me, it's just Flores, where it's like a conflicting thing for him, where he doesn't want to be aggressive because he wants to play it safe. His defense gets him a score. The offense scores, by the luck of whatever. And then it's 14-0. He's just like, no, we'll play safe. No, run the ball. No, don't do nothing crazy. No, just don't lose me the game. And then you go down and they go up, 25 straight points. And now it's 25-14. And it's like, fuck. All right, let the dogs loose, I guess. And it's legitimately back-to-back years.
Do you think that, and that I've loved that last sentence, because I was going to say, like, do you think that maybe it is so significantly different from what it was in his first year? Because his first year, he was aggressive no matter what. Now, I guess you have kind of like the nothing to lose, whatever. But like, do you think there's something about him where he feels like there's just maybe now it's like too much to lose, that he wants to have to play it safe instead of doing that kind of, because we saw that Brian Flores going for it on fourth down, doing what he needs to do to try to get wins and being aggressive in that first year with less talent.
Well,
do you think that now
being
maybe
aggressive against the Bills too? They went for multiple fourth downs that I was all on board.
But I mean,
with.
At that point though, that game is over if you don't get those fourth downs. And
to me,
it showed that
it's less that it's not really the aggressiveness for me. It's the plan. It's the execution, how they react to things, how they go about game planning stuff, how you see them in a drive where, they're 14-12 and
you paused.
Jeter is a bright spot.
You literally paused Randy.
Yeah, I know. I was, because I'll speak some good knowledge. So
better than Randy, that's for sure.
For sure. No, yeah,
I would Juan Randy.
I would for sure say Dieter's is 100% been a revelation. I would argue if Dieter doesn't come out and be the guy he is, 0-3 easily, bro. Because like having that many holes on the offensive line would have been tough.
I do wonder too with the offense, right? Because you talk about them not taking shots downfield. I do wonder how much of it is I don't know how much they trust Jacoby.
It's not the
no, but I don't know how much they trust Jacoby, right?
If we're talking about Waddle, it's they're just not using him like that.
No, for sure. But like the shots downfield, right? You're not.
It's Jarvis Landry, bro, for Waddle. Like he's Jarvis Landry all over.
Stupid. I didn't bring that.
Mike said 3 times when he's trying to ask you.
I want to talk about
Waddle.
Yeah,
like you just want to shit on the 6th overall pick. You've been wanting to do that since week 2.
No, that's not me shitting on him. That's me shitting on the plan that they're fucking implementing. It's
right,
it's,
and I'm asking
idiotic.
you if their plan was built around the fact that they think their backup quarterback, who is now their starter, does not have the accuracy to throw it downfield.
No. Because
he threw it down the field a couple of times.
Yeah,
he did throw it down the field a couple of times, but his accuracy is not the best.
He had 220 plus to Will. I mean, what's the excuse for Waddle? Like, nah, I don't see that. Like with Tua, there was 1 10+ yarder, there was 1 20+ yarder. With Jacoby in the Bills game, there was nothing past 10 yards. And now against the Raiders, there was 1 past 10 yard, and that was it. And he had 13 targets. So like put that into perspective. Out of 13 balls, only 1 traveled 10+ yards. So nah, man, it's 100% that the offense itself is just being designed in a way where it's everything short, and having them make the plays, and it's just not working out. It's really not. There's no threat of a running. There's just nothing.
Well, and I think we do have to talk about him because he is going to be our quarterback the next 2 weeks. Right. Jacoby's going to be the guy against the Colts, which is a revenge game for him, I guess. I mean, if I don't really see the revenge there because he wasn't very good. And then
in his first year before he got injured, he was not bad at all. He wasn't great, but he was not bad. That second year was real bad, though.
But you got Jacoby playing as the Colts. You've got Jacoby against the Buccaneers,
and those practices, Jesus Christ.
Boy, that game is going to be really interesting.
Juan and Alf. And Kendall, because Kendall was there for a couple of them. Those practices, man.
Woo.
They were a lot of what you saw on that Jalen Waddle safety.
Oh, brother. That's stupid. How Royal, I'm gonna throw this to you because you haven't said anything in a while. You've been eating your fries and I want you to speak up. I didn't do that. How in the hell is there anyone?
Listen, everyone knows
out
I'm the
there
producer of this show. Okay, I
telling
do
us
everything.
that Jacoby is the answer at quarterback for now, and that when Tua comes back, he shouldn't play. How? Like what? How? What are we just? What?
Sorry, I got it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
That's what I would love to say to those people. But what? How are they saying that?
What they're saying is a result of them looking at the box score, seeing that he threw for 200 yards, and they saw him make a couple of plays that for some reason they don't believe Tua could have made. I saw a bunch of plays that he made that Tua would have never made, like that goddamn screen pass to Jalen Waddle. It wouldn't have been 3 feet over the man's head, bro. Like, look, Jacoby Brissett is a solid backup quarterback. I have no idea how people are drawing the conclusion that he's more prepared than Tua for a starting position in the NFL, but that's what you're dealing with this fan base, bro.
They've reached the point where it's just anything other than Tua is like
right. Like, look,
hold on.
I'm not gonna sit here and say Tua is 100% the answer. Shut up. No, that's not what I'm gonna say.
But Jacoby's not the fucking answer.
But you have to
Jacoby,
be realistic enough.
Thank you, Randy.
And say,
thank you.
Well, no. We've seen 1-2 a game. We've seen up until he got hurt against the Bills.
30 fucking Jacoby games. I know who the hell that is.
Jacoby threw 4.4 average on his passes.
Oh no, Mike!
It took him 32 pass attempts to get 200 yards.
You want stats?
He threw about 40. He threw about 49 times. 49
No, but I'm saying
times.
he completed 32 passes. It took him 32
6:26 left in the fourth quarter, deep into the fourth quarter. Right, 2nd and 7. Jacoby is 20 for 29. Guess for me how many yards he had.
I'm gonna go with 98.
Close.
I'm gonna go 99.
No, a little higher.
Like 115.
112.
Oh,
112.
I was 3 yards off.
Bro, he completed
3 yards per carry.
20
Hey, yo, go check it out.
passes
It's out already.
for 112 yards. How do you even do that? I just
That's what I'm so like. How is that even? Because again, right? Like, okay, let's go to that screen. We don't have the clip. We should have
with Fuller back. With Fuller back.
You have a play and you have a guy literally straight in front of you, right? Like you drop back, there's a guy dead in front of you, wide open, and his thought process is, let me throw it straight to my left, above the guy. And if you look at, there's a still where if you look at, I think one side it's Waddle, I think the other side was Jakeem.
Savon.
Oh, Savon.
Yeah.
They're both standing there with their hands down. They're just like
the play was definitely that. It was I think Gesicki and Devontae, and then they kind of ran up the seam, and then they had both Savon and Waddle stake back literally at the line.
right. Because they were supposed to decoy, and then you have the perfect spot up the middle. Like, what do we?
It was a bad play call in the laundry list of other bad play calls. Kind of like somebody alluded to earlier.
But Alfredo,
the Gesicki shovel pass. That shit was
right.
terrible.
But Alfredo mentioned this. Alfredo said that he thinks that Jalen and Savon were just there as decoys. They're there to hold the corners so that you have the middle open.
I think, yeah, but I've also seen it where like there's like side adjustments where like the wide receiver has to look at the quarterback, and if the corner's playing off by a certain amount of yards, then you do that. So I have seen guys like Devontae Adams and like top end receivers just actually go ahead and do that, like, just stop and literally catch a ball.
I mean, I do have to ask this to you guys because, and I know this, the Dolphins are sitting there at 14-0. And I don't remember if you messaged us, but I know for a fact you're sitting there watching that and you're like, ha, yeah, shut up, Juan and Michael. I told you everything was going to be fine.
Oh, no, I knew.
Right?
I knew
right?
they were coming back.
And they're sitting there 14. No, genuine question though. They're sitting there they throw that safety. What's the first, like, what is going through your head?
Hey,
first of all, I was not claiming any victory for the Dolphins yet.
No,
I was just telling you guys. I told my specific words were, I told you they were getting a defensive touchdown and an offensive touchdown. I said 20-14 was going to be the score. I said the Dolphins were going to get a defensive and offensive touchdown, and I bragged about that. I was right. They lost. Whatever. Think myself, I got a right prediction. So, first of all, second of all,
you definitely said the Dolphins were going to win because your name was 2-1.
I did say they were going to win, but I wasn't sitting there in that moment bragging about them to win.
I know.
I was bragging about the defensive touchdown. First of all, and again, second of all. when they called that safety, I literally tweeted. I think I tweeted out like, you have all the momentum and then you call that play, because that's literally what happened. You had all the momentum in the game. You had a chance to, even if you run the ball a couple times or whatever it is, if you want to be aggressive, whatever it is, blah 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 blah. You have this opportunity to maybe you run a couple times. You trust Pilardi. You punt the ball out there. You have all the momentum, and you run that play. And if it is, listen, if the play design, Jacoby's supposed to hit a wide open Mike Gesicki, I believe, on the play, is kind of how it was there, is that he was wide open. I know Alf tweeted that a couple times. I'm not trying to claim that I saw that. I haven't rebought my Game Pass subscription yet because I don't feel like trying to deal with that again. I already got my refund.
Don't even do it.
But thank you. Now I know not to do it and waste $100. I'm going to put that on getting a new mic stand so you guys don't see this every day. Anyways. Huh?
Yeah, it's 1:30.
Bro, what are we doing? Randy.
Anyways.
Get the fuck out of here.
So, like, I immediately, all the momentum was gone. Like, the second that happened, I was like, all right, this game's over. Like, I knew it from that play, because it's like, you really, truthfully, just threw all of the momentum away with one play. Mm-hmm. And if it is supposed to be that he's supposed to throw that to Gesicki and not do it, either way, I think, look, if he doesn't throw the ball where he's got it, Waddle has to jump up and lose a couple of yards in seconds because of the fact that Casey Hayward.
Do you think he breaks the tackle? You think he breaks the tackle?
I don't think that he gets tackled right. I think at least he stays at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he's going to get a bunch of yards.
If that ball is on
go
his
up
chest,
for that
he at
ball
least reaches out of the end zone. He at least reaches out of the end zone. Yes, he does.
Personally,
I don't know.
Yes, he does. No,
I think it's a safety either way, bro.
He's not. He hasn't been breaking tackles. He has not been breaking tackles, dog. Let's just be real.
Yeah. What was that about the number 6 pick?
I said that it's kind of hard when you look at other receivers, but and you had the 3rd overall pick, and you could have just sat there and taken a lineman, or probably could have taken Chase, or
You're talking about the guy whose team actually lets him run downfield towards the end zone instead of stand right there at the line of scrimmage. That's what we're comparing to.
Well, I mean, I didn't. I start this show beating on the coaching, or did I not do that? Was that not Randy?
Because the coaching's been bad.
Yeah.
Look at that. Tony Dungy agrees.
Shout out Alf, because I was looking for a specific Alf tweet and he had retweeted this. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, it is. Look, it was a pass interference. It was a rough time. We do want to do a little bit of, film watching, I guess if we're going to call it that. And we're going to bring up the goal line plays that the Dolphins had at the end of the game.
Really quick, something I think that we all missed that while scrolling. You see, this is why I like scrolling through Alf's Twitter as well sometimes. This was tweeted out by Joe Shad and retweeted by our very own Alfredo Arteaga, where it says, Eric Studville clarified the coaching staff did call the play that resulted in a safety on the pass to Jalen Waddle in the end zone, and Waddle was not a decoy. He was an eligible target. Brissett shouldn't have thrown it, but coaches say they would do it differently. So he was not a decoy, and he was an eligible target.
So that was a real play. That's just where we're at.
But it clarified the coaching staff did call the play that resulted in a safety.
Gotti or Studsville or whoever it was
said that.
Decided that they were going to call that play into the microphone.
End quote, Brissett shouldn't have thrown it, but the coaches say they would do it differently.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have called it. So, I don't know. That seems pretty stupid to fucking
say.
But
again, look, the terrible decision by the coaches to call that. But let's be completely honest. We're not going to blame Jacoby for a terrible decision.
Can we what? Sorry.
Can I blame him for a terrible pass?
For a terrible decision.
Can I give him blame for a terrible pass or
also?
I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. The coaches put him in a spot where he could have succeeded if he just dumps it over the middle of Gesicki.
Yeah.
To me, on that play, I'm blaming the
coaches. I'm lacking the faith with the coaching at this point on the offensive side of the ball.
I am lacking.
Don't
the faith
waste your money,
as well.
Miller.
But why not, bro? You want to put it up? Bro,
there's mind you, they went through 2 minds, and then there's like some kind of like secret code there where it goes to Charlie Fry, and then Charlie Fry tells it to us. So like went through 3 people. That was
didn't go to Tua.
That was the play to play.
I do wonder what Tua's thinking on the sideline there. Just like, yeah, guys, good idea. Great play call.
Tua playing spades on the bench with Albert Wilson.
bro.
All right.
I'm not even gonna
There's no
try.
audio, right?
It should have audio actually.
Right, but you guys can't
You
hear
can mute
audio
it, though.
because I didn't want it to have audio.
Oh yeah, just mute that.
Right. So this is the first play on that at the goal line on the final drive. We're at the one.
First and goal at the one.
This is Wildcat numero uno.
This is literally what the Dolphins said is their go-to play to get 1 yard when you need a touchdown to tie a game. So just put that into context. This is what they ran.
Twice in a row.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got to bring up Alfredo's comment real quick. Can you do that? Okay.
Is this a Windows computer that we're looking at here? No one.
That sounds disgusting.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk to y'all after we get finished.
What kind of mess?
You don't want Charlie Fry calling plays?
I would want Godsey, who had some semblance of a play caller's experience in the NFL, to do it. I understand Charlie Fry's been a quarterback, and I'm pretty sure he's probably done play calling wherever he's been at. I think it was like Central Michigan or Western Michigan or some shit like that. But if you're telling me that you literally gave the reins to Charlie Fry to call whatever play he chooses for
After having
Tua's
two
career,
offensive coordinators. So, I mean, rough times. Okay, so this is Wildcat number one.
Yeah, nice that you say that because they obviously failed on this one and decided that let's go back and do it again.
The exact same thing.
Okay, I'm gonna freeze it when everybody loses their blocks. Okay, right there doesn't look
Don't
too
worry.
bad.
Yeah, there's actually a hole that they make, except I think it's Perriman filled it, and Malcolm thought he was gonna run him over, and it was a wall.
You mean this hole right here?
Well, Austin's supposed to squeeze down, and you see, I think that might be Mac. He's supposed to make that hole by literally.
Is that Jakeem? That's on that. Sorry, okay, just
on that jet. Across. On that jet,
yeah, yeah. Just to make sure.
So there's no threat. There's no threat of giving it to Jakeem.
Perriman right here.
Yeah,
just chilling, saying, "What's up? I'm about to."
Well, eventually, you are an NFL player, and you will have to go 1-on-1 and win a matchup. So this right here is how the numbers play out.
But Denzel Perriman probably isn't the first guy you want to go up against, ideally.
Again, numbers. Running the ball is just a numbers game. It's just more.
Yeah,
and more.
I don't think they care who was in that hole as long as only one person.
On goal line, you can only do so much. And
well,
look,
also,
I was going to ask this question out, so I'm glad you put it up. But I'll bring it up in the next one when it's relevant.
So, and who's this here? Is this Hunt?
No, I think that might be Liam. Or actually, no, I think that might be Jesse Davis.
Of course, it is. In the backfield.
Yep.
It is.
Yep, that was Jesse
Davis.
Liam.
It's Liam.
No, 77. That was Jesse Davis.
That was Jesse. Jesse was pulling.
That was Jesse Davis.
Oh, because I saw because Liam falls on him at the end on the back. You saw?
Yeah, it's typical.
No, but
that
play was. Yeah.
Okay, and here is Wildcat number 2.
The same.
So this is comment by Alfredo Archila. Sorry, on the second.
Yeah,
play.
For sure. Because after you see them do it the first time, and you see them,
and that's why
didn't even move to Jakeem. You should be smart enough to tell, hey, Malcolm, hand it off to Jakeem. But
that's fully.
And Jakeem should be able to cut that corner and get that touchdown.
But that decision is fully on Malcolm. Correct. It's his choice. It's his option. It's not called.
It's what he's reading. He's reading a
right. But he's reading
player.
it. Yeah. It's not like they call in and say hand it off to him
no
matter what.
No, but I mean, in certain situations, a player will probably say, "Nah, I'm taking the shit no matter what." And second and goal, 30 seconds left, whatever it was, probably one of those situations.
So same situation, and here comes Wildcat number 2.
Yeah. They try to pull the other way with Hunt, which smart.
There's a bit of a hole forming right here.
Yeah.
If he can come down,
can seal that.
Yeah. Right.
And then I'm doing a good job of sealing that too.
Two people in the secondary that probably stop him, in my personal opinion.
Well, let's be honest on this one. You hand it off to Jakeem. I don't think Jakeem scores.
No, it's a numbers game, guys. So again, look. You see Max Crosby. Max Crosby is literally Hunt right there. I think that's Shaheem. Shaheem is coming right around, and there's two right there to that D lineman. Not sure the number. Perriman should be getting blocked by the tight end.
Yeah, these numbers look favorable.
Eventually, you have to beat a guy. Like it's just, especially on goal line, if you want to win the game.
So that's where it is.
There's the guy.
Well, but this guy did not get.
No, did not get blocked. Max Crosby did not get blocked. No.
Yeah.
And then
so Max Crosby's the one that brings him down. Oh,
he ran into a wall.
So here's the view from a different angle. That was all the DBs that stopped him there.
Too. The concept was good because you see it. You got Hunt. Yeah. You sealed that.
They ran it differently.
Or you got Smythe right there. I think that might be Smythe. And then you literally have one guy. But Smythe.
Are we not thinking? We're really thinking that Jakeem doesn't score on that play? Go back a little bit. We seriously thinking that Jakeem does not score on this play? Pause it right before he ends up going
on the top angle. On the top angle.
Yeah. Not here. Right about here-ish. Like, no, go a little more. Like a couple of seconds more.
Sorry.
That linebacker took a step in. But that was after the ball.
But he took a
step
in
go. But you don't think that
this guy right here, I think, breaks straight up if he sees that he has the ball.
He might get over that linebacker. I don't know about that safety or that DB.
They both.
That's why I asked it. Do we think, or at least maybe he gets farther than Malcolm Brown got? Like just seeing it off of
No, for sure. It's definitely an option.
At least possible.
Yeah. But I think here it was more so, all right, well, we try to pull Jesse to the right. Fuck it, let's try to pull Hunt to the left, and maybe that'll get a little more push. And I'll give him credit. Like the blocking itself is sound. The idea of it, the principle, the execution was where it just lied.
Because right here,
if so, even there where Hunt didn't really get the block, if Smythe still gets his block, it's still 1-on-1. But I think right there, that's Jesse that kind of just
if Smythe can get up, but then Solomon Kinley's also losing this block bad, and he doesn't hit him.
Hunt.
Oh, is that Hunt?
Yeah,
I believe so.
68.
Go play and pause quickly, just so we can see how this develops again. Oh, or not.
It is Hunt from the right.
Yeah. 64. Go play it. Like scroll a little bit.
Look, if Jesse Davis has that block there, you could potentially still have that 1-on-1 right there.
Right.
Malcolm, I think Malcolm scores there in that situation if he doesn't get altered at first and get like under his
he got smacked. He comes through because he has to.
Well, I'm saying like from the block that Jesse misses.
He
like I don't think that
both of these hits
we should start having more tape. I like this.
Yeah.
I think that he scores. Like
messes it up. He could probably do something.
I think he scores.
But he didn't.
I mean, Durham fucked up a little bit too, but like he was also getting his legs taken out from under him a little bit. It seemed like, at least. Let me make sure that I'm not chatting shit. Yeah.
Okay, so this is 3rd and goal.
This is their answer to we can't run it 2 times.
Right.
God. This is depressing.
Was the read supposed to be the Gesicki there?
Hold on a second, though.
That whole play got broken up.
He has Gesicki there, in my opinion.
Go back. Yeah, I thought. I think if the read was,
they're not going to replay. They're not going to replay. No, because it was live.
I think he has Gesicki right here.
Yeah. Out the line of that's why I asked, was the read initially Gesicki? He's
scroll.
open.
We'll scroll.
Yeah. So look, Gesicki is in motion. He read options, goes to the right.
The ball.
If he put
you throw the ball, you got
it right there. You throw it right there.
First of all, he trips
throw
slightly.
It to the pylon, and you literally say catch it.
Throw it either down low away to the pylon, or you can throw it a little high and away, and Gesicki can go up and get it because he's that guy.
I hate this life. This life that we've chosen.
This is a bad, This is a bad decision by Jacoby.
Oh no, Randy the realist. I told y'all he's gonna give you the real shit, and y'all.
But
y'all gonna see it.
Okay,
we're not gonna just talk about it though.
Hold on, time out. The real shit is that Jacoby Brissett isn't very good, which all of us have been saying.
Correct, yeah, but like, damn, you still gotta. Ryan Fitzpatrick blind and running with one arm makes that throw.
And then the worst part is that he trips a little bit. Look at this. He like kind of trips a little bit right there. You see him?
Is that Jonathan Abrams as well? Is that 24?
I think so. He has him. He has him. He hits him low and away out here, or gets it. Like I said, again, a little bit high where he just has to go jump up and get it. I think that's
Gesicki catches that ball, dude.
Yep. Gesicki catches that ball. He doesn't get it. He scrambles. It's a whole mistake.
Robert Hunt loses the block right there too, right? Because it looks like maybe he gets in if Robert Hunt doesn't miss that block, unless I'm crazy.
So they have to scramble. He's yelling, kill, kill.
I hate this world.
So, okay. I mean, they got toasted. The tackles got toasted. Now, the tackles didn't get toasted, and I do think we need to call this out. If you think Patriots mentality, which is you can't really do anything if you're 10 yards up the field, right? Which is what we've talked about before. So that might be a concept that they taught them, and it's just not a good idea.
I mean, Jacoby helped out because he steps up.
It's a touchdown. He made the guy miss in the open field too. Like
he made Perryman miss.
Yeah, he hit him with the little move.
Hunt, what are we doing, bud?
There's usually about one offensive lineman who blocks nobody on every play.
Like, Hunt, what do we look? He goes, and then Hunt just watches. Look, he's looking dead at him. Just like, what's up, bud? Where we go?
Those are usually the watch out blockers. They just sit there and scream, watch out, watch out, watch out.
So he's literally just doing that. Honestly, this was a nice juke. This was a juke reminiscent of.
I've seen Tua do it.
Yep. You know which one I'm talking about. Buda Baker.
Yep.
On Buda Baker. That was beautiful. He gets the juke. Pretty nice.
Comes
inside. 42 is blocking nobody. I will tell 42 is nowhere.
Littleton, that was the pickup bitch. That's who they attacked all game. Yeah. He had like 12 targets, I think.
Littleton is over here. Where is he? He's on the left side. Oh, wait. First of all, you see this rub route by Gesicki? Gesicki just F's up Abrams. Look. Bop. F's him up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what good times.
Well, all right, so that's and what? That's it.
I saw it.
And this is the extra.
Oh, okay. I was just
the 2 point.
It was gonna happen, bro. Like I was getting it. Hungry.
That was another good concept there. I think they call that like a little Texas route where it's just they bump in and come back out. A little stick or two. And Renfro's good with those.
I'm sorry.
I love you, Royal. I love you so much, man.
Yeah, bro, God damn, bro. Shit, I just can't keep to myself. I'd be bubbling up inside of me.
What'd you say?
I feel the same.
It's certain things that I can't keep to myself. Like it'd be bubbling up inside because I just said I'm fucking hungry. Like it's just kind of like
they eat your food and mute yourself, bro.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
God,
I didn't want to like
nobody wanted to hear
fries. I'm sorry, I've been eating fries the whole episode and I didn't.
Yo,
want
is
to
it?
Mute.
I'll ask after. Never mind. My bad.
Okay, go ahead. Let's keep going then. I don't mind.
I think we're good. We're done. We wanted to do the play recognition. Look, bad times. Everybody had bad times.
But I agree. Randy? We should do that every week, though. I like that. That's fucking fire.
We'll do key play breakdowns moving forward where we can break them down like that, kind of analyze what's going on. That is if Game Pass plays nice, and Game Pass has been an absolute piece of Dolphins O-line this year. So
that is not adjectives. I like it.
Like that, Michael Christian.
I know you stay.
It just is what it is, So listen, I'm gonna pull a roll here, and I'm gonna ask Randy, and I'm gonna ask this guy. Okay, the boys feeling good?
I am.
About
you are.
I am.
How you feeling good?
Because throughout all that shit and all the shit I gave them and everything else.
Wait, are you really about to say this now? After attacking me for 30 minutes, you're about to say this?
Absolutely. It was good. It was entertainment. We entertain everybody. But like the boy is feeling good because they did go into Las Vegas. They lost a 3-point. They lost a 3-point, 3-point game versus a team who's what,
really?
3-0? So hey, if we go into Indianapolis, is it Indianapolis or is it home? No, it's home, right? It is home. Yeah, we got Ethan going. We got Ethan going.
The Dolphins lost. It's over.
Bro.
It's over. It's over.
Kai, put your mic. Mike.
Your headphones.
I can't hear
mic?
anything, bro.
Yeah, your mic.
Yeah.
This is a microphone.
Alright, fine.
Touch your elbow. Touch your elbow.
Yeah. Scratch your
Jesus
chest.
Kai,
Christ.
never mind. Scratch everything I just said. Ethan's going to the game. Loss.
Oh, that's right. Well, it was fun being a Dolphins fan while we had it, right? I mean, I guess.
Hold on. Can I just say this? The most positive thing about Ethan going is there's no way Tua can get hurt at this game.
Wait,
Tua's not playing.
Wait. We got breaking news. Alfredo.
Ethan is a jinx for the Heat.
Sorry.
They win when he goes.
That is for a damn sure. The Heat, when Ethan went to the bubble, the Heat almost got themselves kicked out of that shit, bro. We was like, get your fucking ass out of there, bro. Like, you go home. Like, you've had enough, bro. No more bubble for you.
So I don't know how much else we can talk about. Kai was positive. We would try to do that, but I cannot. I don't think Randy can either. Randy, can you be positive?
Not on Tuesdays. Unless y'all give me some shit to be positive about. That's what you're gonna get every fucking Tuesday. So we on one.
So we will talk more specifically about the Colts matchup on Thursday. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, the Dolphins have made some sort of move between now and then. Maybe acquiring someone named Decker. Maybe signing linebacker Jamie Collins. Throw me a bone here, please, Chris Greer, because
Facts.
the leash is getting tighter.
Randy's
homie.
getting savage. He's getting crazy, bro. It's getting crazy. Like
Listen,
1 and 4 comes. Let me tell you, that Tuesday for 1 and 4, if it comes, oh my god!
We already told you we're not bringing you in if that comes. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna find myself in the comments. Y'all gonna have to block me.
I will block you.
3 different profiles.
He blocked someone today.
Profiles.
I got a StreamYard account too, bro. You can come on my StreamYard.
We lit.
Yeah. Go stream on Facebook or something. Although I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Dolphins fans over there because of the age gap. Okay. So
no.
Kai, I'm gonna give this to you. Kai, are you saying you feel the exact same about Flores and Greer and the entire team that you did coming into the season?
Fuck that. You still think 11 and 6, motherfucker?
Yes, 100% I do.
Oh my fucking god! I don't know what was
100%.
crazier, the fact that I asked like that or you answered like that.
No. What's crazy is the fact that you think they lose
100%.
back-to-back weeks to Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold. Boy, you smoking.
This team is still going 11 and 6. Put that on God. I don't even believe, but put that on God. This team's going 11 and 6.
But no, you didn't answer my question.
God,
you still
don't put that
feel
on him.
the exact same way. You still put. I'm gonna go to Royals Church now. You still feel the exact same way.
My
about
God's
the
last name is
front
Glover.
You still put it. You have the same exact confidence that you do in Greer and Flores that you did coming into the season. Nothing's changed.
Why are you asking me this stupid fucking question?
I'm
if I have
asking
this
you.
confidence.
I'm asking you.
Thank you, Alfredo. God, these fucking
I
negative
just took
Nancy's.
a picture.
I'm
a minted and put.
Do I have the same confidence in the front office and the coaching staff, or are you saying separately?
Bro, it's a unit.
Bruh,
it's a big unit. If it's separate, it's messed up.
Yeah.
What do you mean try to dance around the question? I have an answer for every question.
I said chop it up.
Oh, okay.
I just answered.
I have an answer for every question. I'm a man of many talents.
Oh shit.
It was Randy.
So
facts.
I do have confidence in the coaching staff and I do have confidence in the front office. However, I do believe that there needs to be an emphasis on this team for the offensive line that wasn't made in free agency at positions that they could have made that other teams did. And I think that if that does not happen this upcoming free agency or a trade to improve this isn't done by the time we are into the 2022 season, then my opinions will most definitely be changed.
Okay. Randy, you are a realist, so I will speak for you on this one because I think it is true. If in the next few weeks the Dolphins turn it around and they look like a team that is headed towards 11 and 6, myself and Randy included, I assume, will sit here and say we were wrong. They found a way to figure
you
it
are
out.
wrong.
This team is better than we thought. But you, sir, are way too early to tell us we're wrong. Because right now, 11 and 6 looks a lot less likely than whatever the hell else we're thinking.
That just seems like that just looks like a hope and a dream.
Exactly.
And a prayer.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
you're still wrong.
I think this season is best exemplified.
I have God on my side.
Meek Mill said it.
First of all,
that's
Alfredo, not CK.
I agree with this.
I'll take
Go get
it.
Aaron Rodgers. I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
I'll be Tampa
bad man.
They
Tampa South.
I'm in. 10
That's
toes.
a great
He's a
transition for you, Royal. That is
bad
the
man.
best transition for you, bro.
Bro, I am here.
He is a bad man.
I actually get mad when the Dolphins lose if that boy here.
Oh, sorry. You can bring that up. Sorry, I hit the.
Alfredo, I'll
Alfredo.
push back a little on that one though, because last year at week 3 we hadn't lost our top 5 overall drafted quarterback for IR. So.
Oh yeah, instead we were watching someone throw away the game 2 straight weeks and throw 3 interceptions in one of them in a game that they should have.
And we had hope
Time out.
Yeah.
Didn't time out.
Jacoby's the same hope.
Week 2 last year against.
I'm sorry. Are you going to say that you don't have any hope for Tua Tagovailoa? This is really what you're going to run with. This is
my hope is that for
Jacoby.
My hope is that I don't have Jacoby. Last year it was okay. Fitz just the bet. All right, put Tua in. Cool. That's hope. This year, Tua's just the bet.
Juan, haven't you heard Dolphins Twitter? We got Reed the Dream Sinet right now, Juan. The people on your side, they believe in Reed Sinet. That's your side. Reed Sinet over Jacoby Brissett. That's your.
I don't know what side y'all talking about. I'm from the side.
The side of Twitter that you're on, bro. I see your Twitter.
I'm from Broward.
I'm forced to read those tweets.
I'm from Broward.
Listen, you said Reed Sinet. To me, that's the key word, right? That's the bomb, right? It went off, right? That was the thing. I
prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
I don't know who that's about, but we talked about Reed Sinet, and that does it, ladies and gentlemen, because Reed Sinet does not belong in the conversation right now. That is
I don't think he does either. I'm just saying.
All right. Great way to transition out.
Yeah. So that is going to do it for this show. This show is absolutely wild. We all dislike each other a little more now. After
I blame
this episode,
you, Michael.
I'd say.
I'm not going to lie.
Huh?
I blame you, though.
How is it my fault?
I'll just blame you.
You're the host, bro. It's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Bro, shut up and eat your chicken.
Where's your food from, bro? We'll ask it. We'll talk after. We'll talk after.
Don't worry, bro. I'm almost finished now, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad people could have seen the chicken, because if I just said like "shut up and eat your chicken," right? Like people can be like, "Oh, he's eating chicken." Right? But we've seen it.
Michael, I definitely would have called you racist.
I know. Like, you pulled up the wings.
Where Colin was wrong.
So I'm sitting up here eating chicken, but Michael, where's that? Look at it.
Listen, bro.
The things I can say and won't say, but I'll say them off air. Okay, thank you guys very much for watching the video. This was another wild one. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to deal with them every week, and it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. So make sure to drop a like on the video. Comment, let us know what you guys think about the show. If you want to see more of the footage stuff, we will do more of that. We plan on doing it, but if there's anything specific you guys want to see, we'll try to do that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Outside of that, we will see you guys Thursday night at 9 p.m. where Royal may or may not have chicken again. Who knows? I don't. Royal does. So, see you guys Thursday night where we preview the Colts
talking
game.
to HR after this stream, man.